KJ Wright, but physically, he has those kind of dimensions. Obviously, you can't teach 4 years of experience by KJ, but the one thing he does, he has a lot of length and he makes a lot of plays. And I've always believed guys that stand up, you shouldn't have to say too much to him. And so he's a stand-up guy that you really don't have to draw a map, and I'm really excited about that.
Coach, how important was it to get Quay in the spring, and how has he been able to develop through the spring?
Well, the biggest thing he's been able to do is come in and kind of see what the standard was in our program that Coach Mullen has set for us. And that's what he's done. You know, that's a big transition from a guy going from a small town high school football to all of a sudden playing in the SEC with a lot of potential all SEC players and pro players. And what he's done is he's really picked his effort up and he's picked his fundamentals up. And so, like I said, we got a lot of work. I don't want to anoint him the guy, but he's made a lot of strides.
How close is he to contributing in the fall?
Well, you know, this offseason is going to be the key. Obviously, when we come back and kind of find out what he's done this summer with Coach Bayless and how he finishes up the rest of the spring, that's going to be a big determining factor. But I see Quay contributing, you know, in this program in our first game of the season. So he's exactly where he needs to be.
And what were your overall impressions of the defense today?
Well, you know, obviously the big plays are always things that you hate. You know, those change games tremendously. But overall, keeping the ball in front of us, I thought we tackled well, and it looked like we played a really clean football game across the board.
How pleased were you with the defense overall this spring?
You know something, the thing that really stood out was that the guys really were all in, and it was different than a year ago at that time. We know what the expectations are. I know my guys and they know me now. It's kind of become, you know, a Mississippi State unit. It's the best team. And so it's been fun. And the standard's been up, and they've taken the new things that we're adding into our packages, and they're really digesting them really well.
Coach, on that note, as opposed to last year where maybe you had a returning senior quarterback, you had Vic Ballard. This year people are looking at the defense and maybe to lead this team, be the leading unit. Have you guys taken that on at all? Do you feel like you have to sort of lead this team this year?
Well, you know, the way Coach Mullen sets the standard, our playing to win, the number one thing in our playing to win is play great defense. And when you work at Mississippi State or for Dan Mullen, that's the first thing you got to play great defense. And so that's always been the standard. So that's nothing new for us at this point.